Picture this. You've been sculpting for 3 hours. The flow is perfect, the model looks incredible. And then, poof, Blender crashes. No save. We've all been there, and it hurts. But today, we're going to make sure that never happens to you again. I'm going to show you not just how to save files in Blender, but how to build a bulletproof workflow using versioning, backups, and Blender's hidden recovery tools. Welcome back to 3D Skill Up. If you're serious about leveling up your 3D career, hit that subscribe button and check out 3dskillup.art for our premium courses and assets. Now, let's secure your work. Let's start with the basics, but with a pro mindset. You have 3 main commanders here: save, save as, and save copy. Save, Ctrl+S, is your muscle memory. You should be hitting this instinctively every few minutes. It updates your current file. Simple. Save as, Ctrl+Shift+S, is where the magic happens. This creates a new file and switches you to it. Pro tip: stop manually renaming your files like project_final_final_v2. Blender has a built-in trick for this. When the save window is open, simply hit the plus key on your Numpad. Watch this. Saving_lecture_01 instantly becomes saving_lecture_02. Hit Enter. Why do this? Because 3D art is iterative. Before you make a destructive change, like applying a modifier or merging vertices, create a new version. If you mess up, you can always go back to version 01. This is called incremental saving, and it will save your life. Now, what about save copy? Many beginners ignore this, but it's crucial. When you use save as, Blender switches you to the new file. But save copy saves a backup version to your drive without switching you away from your current active scene. Why use it? Let's say you're at a perfect milestone. You want to secure a backup right now, but you want to keep working in your current flow without changing file names or resetting. Use save copy. It's like taking a snapshot in time and storing it safely in the drawer while you keep working on the canvas. Let's talk about opening files. There are 2 settings here that trip people up. First, look at the cogwheel settings. See Load UI? Have you ever downloaded a model from the internet, opened it, and suddenly your beautiful workspace turns into a chaotic mess? That's because Blender is loading the creator's interface settings. The fix: uncheck Load UI. Now, when you open their file, it brings their 3D data into your clean, customized workspace. Much better. Second is trusted source. Python scripts can run automatically when a file opens. For security, Blender disables this by default. Only enable this if you know exactly where the file came from. If you downloaded a random file from a forum, keep it off. Okay, let's talk about the worst-case scenario. Blender crashed or you quit without saving. Is your work gone? Maybe not. Blender is actually constantly watching your back. Let's look at the Recover menu. Recover, last session. Every time you click Quit, Blender quietly saves a file called a quit.blend. If you closed the program by mistake, click this and you're back in action. Autosave. If Blender crashes mid-session, it didn't have time to create a quit file. This is where autosave comes in. This opens your temporary directory. Look for files with random numbers. These are your automated checkpoints. Find the one with the most recent timestamp, and you might just recover that hour of sculpting you thought was lost. You can control this behavior in your preferences under the Save and Load tab. By default, it saves every 2 minutes. If you're working on a heavy scene, you might want to increase this so it doesn't stutter, but generally, 2 minutes is a safe bet. Finally, have you ever noticed those duplicate files in your folder ending in .blend1? These aren't garbage. These are your previous saves. Every time you hit save, Blender takes the previous version and renames it to .blend1. If you accidentally save over a masterpiece with a blank cube, don't panic. Just rename the .blend one file to .blend, open it, and your old file is back from the dead. You can even tell Blender to keep .blend 2 and .blend 3 versions in the preferences if you want deeper history. Here is the reality. Software crashes. Power goes out. Mistakes happen. Blender gives you the tools to recover, but the best tool is your own habit. Start using incremental saves today. Use that Numpad Plus key. Treat your files with respect, and you'll never have to redo a project again. If this deep dive was helpful, give us a like. For structured, professional training to take you from beginner to pro, visit us at 3dskillup.art. Keep creating, save often, and I'll see you in the next video.